morning, world. Let me know if you are live. I'm waiting for confirmation that we are live here in front of Komagome station. A few minutes later than announced. Sorry about that. Sorry about the delay. But life is life, and especially when the starting point is so far away from my home, it's quite difficult to give an exact estimate. Yes, we're live. Great. So Komagome station. We are kind of almost halfway through our Yamanote line, Megawalk. It's another nice day actually. The forecast said it was gonna be pretty bad today, but look, like actually when I left my home it was still very, very cloudy and felt like it could start raining, but now it's blue sky, sun, 8 degrees. We'll go up to 15. Wow. So yeah, let's go. Let's continue this adventure. We might as well start with a little update here. There's a map of the Yamanote line, so let's take a look. We are there, Komagome. We started at Shibuya, which is there. So today will we make it to Ueno, maybe Akihabara? We'll see. Depends on me, depends on you, depends on my mood, depends on your super chats, depends on many different factors. But I think we're off to a good start. The weather is nice and I'm feeling good. I slept well last night. Yeah. So I think this will be a good one. Again, I'm planning around 2 hours plus minus 30 minutes for today's walk as well. So let's see how far that will take us. It's a good sign that there's already over 100 people watching. That's definitely a good thing. And it's also a very good and inspiring fact that Yari is here. That's always, that increases the chance of an awesome stream when Yari is in the house. So thank you, Yari, and everybody else. I see a lot of familiar names in the chat already, so that's wonderful. Thanks everybody for tuning in so quickly. Maybe you were just waiting for me. Okay, Yari, you'll be back later. Okay, that's a bad sign, but we will eagerly await your return. So here is Komagome station, the train, the Yamanote line train going in the same direction as we are walking. Here's a really nice little nursery. I shouldn't point my camera that way though, but just wanted to show you the nice garden they have. Or garden, playground. This is also a cozy little street. Must be nice at night. Mini Yokocho drinking alley. Also big thanks to everybody who joined me on my Patreon only stream last night. A rainy evening walk in Shinjuku. Pretty quick one, just like 20 minutes, but it was good to be able to do one of those again. Patreon only streams. I really hope to be able to keep those up more regularly again from now on, now that I have a little bit more time on my hands. Here's also an entrance for Komagome station. And here's also a nice little shopping guy. I've never really explored this neighborhood at all. Shall we go down one block and see what happens? Why not? relatively reasonable apartment prices around here. You can get a 2-room apartment for 68,000 yen. 60,000 is the cheapest one I see. 60,000. That's about 400 US dollars a month for a rental apartment around here. That was just a 1-room studio, but still. This side of Tokyo is actually quite affordable, even though it's, you know, it's on the Yamanote line. So yeah, here we see even 53,000 yen for the cheapest one. Those are probably super tiny, but still, that's definitely cheap. I doubt there are many other global cities where you can get a place of your own for that kind of money. What time is it now? Yeah, it is currently 10:30. 10:34 to be precise. Yeah, I couldn't start as early as always today because just to get here from my home takes an hour. We're pretty far away from where I live now. So maybe this is a good time slot. At least judging from the number of viewers already, it's not a bad idea to start around this time. And I was also delaying it a little bit because the weather forecast actually said that it was going to get sunny later today. So rather than trying to start as early as possible and have a poor weather, I decided to do it a little bit later today so we could have a blue sky stream instead. Basically between Ikebukuro and Ueno now, so you know it's a very convenient place, easy access to central Tokyo and some of the major districts. Let me also just this little let's see, just want to have a look at a map. I'm not really that familiar with this part of the Yamanote line. Last time I came here was probably last year when I did the Yamanote line walk. I rarely have any business in this part of town, so but next stop will be Tabata, and then Nishinipori, and then Uguisudani and Ueno. Yeah, we will definitely make it to Ueno today. Question is how much further from there. Maybe I'll try to walk to Akihabara. That should also be doable within 2 hours. This over here is actually quite rare. It's a level train crossing for the Yamanote line. There aren't that many of those on the Yamanote line because the trains on the Yamanote line are so frequent, so it's kind of a bit annoying for everyone who has to pass here. And here's a huge golf ball. I probably commented on this last time we came here as well. Not sure if I took notice of this little temple down here though, which looks quite nice. Let's have a look. sure I've never been to this temple before. There's a little graveyard over there. And cute little garden here. Probably the family who runs the temple lives in this house, is my guess. Brandon, you asked about Uguisudani. Yeah, that's right. That's a very nice spot, a very, very nice garden. But I will not pass that. Like usually when I do these train lines, I don't want to kind of deviate too much from the train tracks, and also in order to keep it in a kind of reasonable length and somewhat focused, yeah, like if I go to the Uguisudani, I want to be able to show off that place properly, and then it becomes a completely different video. So no visit there today. What I'm thinking about now, oh, let's cross. Oh wait, was I? Maybe I was even wrong. I'm not sure if you... I think this should be for the Yamanote line. We shall soon find out. It's a pretty... Yeah, it's the Yamanote line, alright. Yeah, less windy today too. That's right, and that's a good thing. Basically a little bit further up here, and the Yamanote line does a turn to the right. And is there actually... I'm not sure if there's... No, Tabata is a little bit further away. Okay. Should probably be walking on the sidewalk. This is, we saw this one yesterday too, this orange and red train. If anyone knows, please let me know. I'm not sure which train that is. Maybe it's the one that goes to Nikko? Admit that Japanese residential neighborhoods tend to look quite similar. So, totally understand if you think it's a place I've already been to. I think we can go down this way, but let's follow the train tracks instead. Is it that windy now? I don't feel much wind myself here, but there are gusts from time to time. So, I think down here should be the right track for Tabata station. it's a bit windy again. Okay, yes, it is an express. Here's a not too sad little park. Well maintained, a bit green. I would give this 2 out of 5 on the very famous Tokyo Explorer Park sadness scale, where 5 means ultimate sadness and 1 means not sad at all. So if you're new to this channel, yeah, I do review sad playgrounds during my walks in Tokyo. Oh really, those trains are the old Narita Express trains? I did not know that. I did not know that. Tabata Takadai Dori is the name of this street, which basically means Tabata is the name of the neighborhood. Takadai means like elevated place or like on top of a hill or something like that. And then Dori is street. Makes sense. It was a bit of a uphill climb to get here. Komeda. You mean Komeda coffee? Yeah? Where do you want me to find one of those? It's very... Oh look, here's a fish restaurant. I wonder if I can point and choose which one I want to have for lunch. I wonder if that's possible. Maybe. A little bit too early for lunch. It's not even 11 yet. Morning or good evening or whatever to you, and thanks for joining. So I believe the station is... Yeah, it's on the opposite. It's down here. Right now I remember this place. Now I remember this place. Did we have an aquarium face reveal? I don't know. Did we? Maybe. This is cute. That's me. couple of years at least. Continue down here, and we will be in Nishinipuri and Nippuri in no time. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. See a little Shinkansen train passing. That's probably the Tohoku Shinkansen, or one of the Shinkansens going north from Tokyo anyway. Because those make a stop at Ueno. The Shinkansen trains that go to the west and south, they don't pass here. They start from Tokyo Station. We haven't passed Tokyo Station yet. Very hilly around this part of Tokyo. Super windy here. Let's see, I do have my external mic in the back, so if this wind if it keeps being windy like this, I'll have to hook it up. Fortunately, I also remembered to bring my little tripod today, so. So I have a preference for favorite time of the year. I feel most comfortable and at home weather-wise. Like I said so many times before, I really enjoy autumn here in Japan. But that being said, spring is also quite nice. I mean, after the winter months, when it starts to get warmer again and you can spend more time outside, hang out in the parks, of course cherry blossom season. I mean, spring is also a nice time. So I guess both of those are my favorite. Very windy. Let me jank in the microphone. Give me a moment here and I'll sort it out. This kind of wind is not pleasant. Not pleasant for your ears. Not pleasant for my soul. Just a moment, folks. This shouldn't take too long. 2. Can you hear me? 1 2 1 2. 1 2 1 2. Can you hear me without wind noise now? Should be better, I hope. So, Tabata Station. Let me know if the sound is free from wind noise now, because it's still pretty windy here. Better, so much better. Ooh, that's better. Oh, yeah. Ooh, now it's super windy. Super windy. I guess this wind even leaks through the wind muff. Immensely better. Okay, wonderful. That's good to hear. The reason why I don't always use the external mic is because I feel that this mic focuses a little bit too much on my voice. Generally, I want the ambient sounds of the city to get picked up as well, but obviously not when it's this windy. Crazy windy here now. I'm almost blowing up these stairs. So yeah, now we're back up here. Ooh. Yeah, the ambient sounds gets a bit more distant with the external mics, and then also it's only a mono mic, so you don't get that stereo feeling, which I know that a lot of people really enjoy. But the most important thing is that you don't get too distracted with wind noise. Your voice is not bad, you know, it's comforting. Thank you, Eric, thank you. Another nursery. We just passed 200 viewers, great. Thanks everybody who just tuned in. And yeah, we have some other... anyway, we are doing the third episode of this Yamanote line walk. So the first episode was Shibuya to Takadanobaba. Second one, Takadanobaba to Komagome. And today I started at Komagome, and I'm expecting to walk probably to Akihabara. Cones. What's their cones? Oh, sorry, I didn't notice. It's easy to forget the cones when Ray is not here. Down there we can see the platform for Tabata station, and as well as another Shinkansen train. Tabata station is down there. Shinkansen up there. Feels like a really long since I was on a Shinkansen train. When was the last time? Maybe when we went to Atami last year? Not sure. But hopefully I will go again soon. I think once this travel job kicks off, there will be plenty of Shinkansen rides. So in May and June, I'll be traveling a lot. Those big buildings over there, that's Nippori. And then we can also see Skytree here behind the trees. We hopefully will get a clearer view of it soon. What train was that was competing with the Shinkansen? I don't know. But here's another Shinkansen train. This is a shorter one. I believe this might be like maybe one of the smaller Shinkansen lines, like Yamagata Shinkansen or Niigata Shinkansen. Those don't have that huge demand, so those trains can be a little bit shorter. They also don't run as fast as the real Shinkansens. Wow, here's a pretty big park, but also a pretty sad park. Couldn't they have done this, made this a little bit nicer? A little bit more green, a little bit more, I don't know. This feels like a very much like a missed opportunity to me. I would say sadness level 4. A strong 3 or a weak 4 on my park sadness rating scale. Oh, finally we got a super chat. Thank you, Nigpos. That means that I can afford a coffee today. Thank you. Wonderful. Then let's see if we can take a coffee break somewhere. One more Shinkansen. I did some beautiful rural videos last year. Remember a castle? Where was that? I don't remember where Was that Matsumoto maybe? Matsumoto Castle? What other castles did I go to? Don't remember. Yeah, Skytree reveal. You could see it, right? So it's next stop Nippori or Nishi Nippori. I always mix up the two Nipporis. Even though I used to live at one of them. I think that was Nishi Nippori. That was over 10 years ago, so quite a long time ago. But that's the only time I've been living in this side of Tokyo, like the northern or western side of Tokyo. The rest of my time it's always been like in the northern and eastern side, sorry. Did I say western? I don't know. Most of the time I lived in western Tokyo, western and southwestern. So I'm more familiar with those parts, but for about half a year I was staying here. One more Shinkansen, they're pretty frequent, as well as this blue train, which I believe is the Keihin Tohoku line. That's a line that connects Saitama with Yokohama. But we're actually pretty close to one of my favorite neighborhoods in Tokyo now. That's the Yanaka neighborhood, where I've also recorded many videos throughout the years. I think my last collaboration video with Yuka, with Me Japan Yuka, we went there. That was quite a long time ago though. Anyone else getting ads? Yeah, unfortunately YouTube have started putting ads on live streams. Sorry about that, but as I always say, YouTube Premium is a very good investment. You can get the ad-free YouTube experience, and you also support us creators because more of the revenue goes to us from YouTube Premium. So if you can afford it, I highly recommend you do. I got it as soon as it was available here in Japan, and I could never imagine going back to the regular YouTube experience. The plans to do Yokohama again? Yeah. No concrete plan, but I mean, Yokohama is nice. Maybe I can go there sometime in the spring. Would definitely be up for that. So this is Nishinipori. Yeah, this is Nishinipori station. Oh, it's green. Nice. Very hilly. Also feels like the wind is much less of a problem now. Should I remove the mic? I'm actually very warm. I am wearing full-on winter outfit today, but it's actually not that cold, and that combined with all the walking up and down the steep slopes, yeah, it's a bit, it heats me up. Where are you going? I'm walking the Yamanote line, the most important train line in Tokyo. So I'm following the train line tracks. Trains are running just 1 block behind me here. Here's a little map. So we came from somewhere around here originally, and then we passed Tabata station, which is probably here. Now we just passed Nishinipori, Sunipori. Then there's Uguisudani and Ueno. Did I remember to stretch before the hike? No, I didn't. I usually don't stretch. I guess I should, because I'm an old man now and I need to take some preventive measures to avoid getting injured. Look at these houses. I wonder how old they are. There's a nice shrine in here. Let's see, it looks like some parts might be closed off, but no, the shrine is still, you can still go in here. That's good. Why people still wearing face masks? Well, many reasons. First of all, there's still the nasty COVID virus going on around and about. There's still plenty of people getting sick from that. It's also hay fever season here in Japan. A lot of people wear masks to avoid getting too much pollen in their face. Others might have a cold or the flu. So many different reasons. But, you know, people were wearing masks frequently here even before the pandemic. So it's not really a big deal. Oh, look at this guy. Wearing a shiny greenish yellow outfit. Kakoi. Lots of people here painting. My guess is that these trees might be cherry blossom trees. So a couple of weeks from now it should be very beautiful. Can't use your phone on the train there. You can use your phone, but it's considered very bad manners to do phone calls or just to speak in a loud voice in general. You're supposed to be quiet on the train to not disturb others. And not just on trains, but many other places in Japan as well. And that's one of the reasons why I love living here, because, yeah, everywhere else feels very uncivilized once you get used to how people behave here in Japan. Alvin asked, I'm planning to visit Tokyo in 8th of May. Temperature in May is very comfortable usually. Should be probably around 25 degrees maybe. 20-25 degrees. Maybe a little bit warmer even some days. And beginning of May should be before the start of the rainy season, but the climate is changing a lot, so you never can't take anything for granted these days. But yeah, generally May is a good time to visit. June is when it starts getting too hot, and July, August are awful. That's the worst time of the year here. Was that a cemetery? Yes, we did pass a cemetery just now. There are many temples in this part of Tokyo, and temples usually have cemeteries connected to them. Here's another temple. Temple, yes. Should I remove the mic? What do you say? Maybe it will get windy again. Maybe best to keep it now. Weather report. Well, it's currently 10 degrees now. Gonna go up to 15 today. And I'm wearing my winter jacket, which is very, very uncomfortable. Actually, let me take that off. Let's see if I can just find a spot to put down my camera for a moment and undress a little bit so that I can be more comfortable. Doko ga ii kana? Kibi hair. Down there is Yanaka, but since this is a train line series, I want to go down just a block just to get a shot of the station. But first, let's check out this temple. So yeah, graves here on the left. Nice temple building and blue sky straight ahead. And the station is just down here. But let me just take off my winter coat first. Oh. Yeah, good that I'm keeping the mic on because the wind does get pretty noticeable every now and then. Okay, that's better. That's better. So we are Almost at the 1 hour mark of today's walk. And this is the 4th station we're passing today. Nippori down there. Any coffee shops of interest on today's route? Not sure. Haven't really thought that much about it, but pretty sure there are some. Maybe we can do a coffee break in like Ueno Park or something. Or there's also that nice little place close to Akihabara that I've been visiting a few times on my streams before. I forgot the name, but also there's only been one super chat so far today, so I don't know. That barely covers my transportation and the coffee costs today, so not sure. Hopefully that will change so that I can treat myself to a cup of coffee without losing any money. That would be nice. Yeah, only one super chat so far. So that's not good. I don't mind doing these walks for cheap, but if I'm starting to lose money from doing them, then that sadly means that I have to figure out a better way to spend my time. So here you can take the Skyliner, the express train that goes from Nippori to Narita Airport, which is a pretty convenient way to get there. You can take that train from Ueno too, from Ueno and here, but those are, I think, the only 2 stations on the Yamanote line where you can get the direct access to Narita. So let's take a little look at the map here. Where are we? We are here. Oh, down, very far down. So, and next up is Uguisudani, which is over there. I think last time I did this walk, I crossed the tracks here and walked this road, but it's super boring. So even though it's a bit of a detour to walk up here, I think I'll do that instead. No, it's a long detour, and then I kind of still have to go there. No, I guess I don't have much choice if I want to be reasonably efficient. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you very much. Highly appreciate it. Eric asks, have I seen Coffee Person recently? No, I have not. Oh, and thank you, B. James Maher, Coffee Fund. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. It means a lot to me. And as I say almost every time, it is truly the support from you viewers that makes it possible for me to do these walks. The ad revenue from YouTube is super tiny, and it's just been going down quite dramatically in the last year or so because of tougher economic times. And yeah, I need to do things that are sustainable financially for our household economy. These walks are barely making that cut as it is right now. Let's see what else he's saying. Did you hear a Yakuza group was caught trading plutonium? Ah, I think I briefly noticed the headline saying something like that, yeah. But I didn't really look into it. Can I fund without the Patreon account? Yeah, you can become a member or do a super chat here on YouTube. Those are the most easy ways. But Patreon is the best way. That's when the bigger chunk of the money actually goes to me instead of Google. But anyway, either way matters. Please continue doing your works, T. It has helped me through tough times. Yeah, I really enjoy doing this, and I really hope I can continue doing these walks. But yeah, I hate to repeat myself, but it really comes down to economics, you know. Like basically today, like most days I have like 7 hours of work time, like when my daughter is not home. When my daughter is home, I can't do anything productive. She needs full attention, as it should be. But yeah, I have about 7 hours most days. And a walk like this, for example, takes me 1 hour to get to the starting point. Then I walk for 2 hours. It takes me another hour to get home. That's like more than half of my workday gone. And it's a little bit difficult to justify that if all I'm getting in return is like $20. There are much more sustainable or profitable ways to spend my time. So that's just the harsh reality. At the same time, I know that a lot of you are enjoying my walks, and I mean right now 210 of you are watching. Usually a day after a stream there's like a couple of thousand people who has watched. So I know that my walks mean a lot to many people and that you enjoy joining me on these. So that's a very good thing. And I really hope to be able to continue to provide it for you for as long as it's financially possible. But it's been a big like downwards trend in the last year in terms of YouTube revenue. It seems like you need to be like much bigger YouTuber now compared to a couple of years ago in order to get any meaningful ad revenue from YouTube. So that's unfortunate. Thank you, James. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah, now at least I got in my travel costs and coffee money covered. So that's a good first step. But you know, in an ideal world, this would be the only thing I did. Then I could like walk with you for 4 or 5 hours every day instead of at most 2. But yeah, then it also needs to provide a full-time income, which it absolutely doesn't right now. Enough about that. I think I've gotten my point across. And once again, a huge thank you to everybody who has chipped in today. You guys mean a lot to me. So we are approaching Uguisudani, a district that's mostly famous for having a very high concentration of love hotels. Eric, you've already been watching for 3 years, but myself was in debt. Oh, well, of course, if you are in debt, if you're struggling financially, then by all means, you have more important things to spend your money on than a random YouTube channel. That's totally understandable. So, if that's the case, just watching and interacting is also a way of supporting that is in many times enough. Thank you, Yari. Wow, super sticker from Yari. That doesn't happen often. Thanks a lot, Yari. Thank you. So yeah, down here is the Love Hotel district, and it's generally not a very good idea to walk around those kind of areas with a camera, so I'm not gonna do that. Instead, I believe I will turn right down here at this crossing, and that should take us on the track of the station and also towards Ueno, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we turn right here and then across a little bridge, and we should actually be in Ueno Park in no time. Yeah, we're constantly walking in the shadow of the sky tree. It's in this part of Tokyo, sky tree is always visible, almost always. I'm getting hungry. Kare, katsu kare. Okay, Brandon, ariga, thanks to you too for always joining my walks and for always cheering me up in the chat. I'm back in the clay. Good morning. Jonathan, sorry to hear about your financial struggles. Then, yeah, you should definitely prioritize getting those things into a sustainable state. I hope you'll be able to figure it out one way or another. So here is Uguisudani station, and behind it you can see Ueno Park. I believe we can either pass through the station, or if my memory served me well, there should also be a pedestrian bridge somewhere around here that will take us over the train tracks and into the park. Strong ramen smell here. Okay, to pass through the station I have to enter the gate, which I don't want to do. So I think maybe sit down here. Let me take a look at the map. So yeah, love hotels here on the left side. And an old traditional house next to them. Yes, back in the clay. Sounds like you know this area well. It's definitely the whole Love Hotel area in Uguisudani here. We are just passing through quickly. I believe maybe up this way to take us to Ueno Park. Yeah, I remember this little spot. You have all these love hotels around, right? And then there's this tiny little park and playground crammed in next to them. Maybe not the first place I would go to, would take my child to go play. Hey Vidya, thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. Oh, this looks like a cute little corner. This is some sort of restaurant, izakaya. Is this the bridge I'm looking for? I believe this is the bridge I'm looking for. Are these the droids I'm looking for? I'm not sure. But I think this is the bridge that will take us to Ueno Koen. we've been walking for an hour and 15 minutes now. Battery is at 60%, so I like this little row of houses here, the old ones. This could be a kind of nice little thumbnail if we can also have a train passing, which shouldn't take too long. I hear one coming now. Unfortunately, that was on the wrong side of the tracks. There's one person in the chat who really sounds like someone who has never heard a word about Japan before and is amazed, very amazed about all the good things this country has to offer. So let's see, shall we get a coffee here and just do a coffee break in Ueno Park? I think that's what I'll do. I'll keep it simple. If they have coffee machine here. Oh. Hot coffee ないですよね。あ、ないですね。はい。はい。Okay. No hot coffee in that shop. Eric Gills, thank you for joining. Thank you for becoming a member. Thank you, thank you. Again, if you're in debt, if you're in financial struggle, please don't spend your money on me. But if you can afford it, yeah, I do appreciate your support. Yeah, new days are a bit late on the machine coffee trend. I don't think there's many 7-Eleven or Family Mart or Lawson that don't have a coffee machine these days. But the smaller convenience store chains like New Days and what's the other one called? The red and yellow one, I forgot the name. Anyway, they don't always have them. Mini stop. It's also not always having them. Oh, taxi rest space here, nice. I like Japanese taxi drivers. They're kind of, I don't know, it feels like all of them would have so many interesting stories to share. Thank you, Robert Spargur. Thank you very much for the generous super sticker support. Appreciate it. Very kind of you. So we are here. Here's Ueno Park. And the Ueno station will also come down just a little bit further on the left here. Last time I passed here, there was actually lots of homeless people staying on the street here, but it looks like they've cleaned that up somehow. Daily Yamazaki, that's also one of those. That's right, mini stop, Daily Yamazaki. Daily Yamazaki is the red and yellow one. That's right. take a look at the map. So close to Ueno, and from Ueno, Okachimachi and Akihabara are pretty close. Who knows, we might be able to walk even further than Akihabara. Thank you, Matthew, as well. Thank you so much for the super chat. Yeah, cone road. That's right, plenty of cones. Plenty of cones here. Indeed. Temp check. Yeah, let's do that for the third time of this walk. It's currently 12 degrees. It was 7 when I started. Then I checked again, it was 10. Now it's 12. I'm glad I took off my winter jacket. Now it's more like rolled up sleeves, knit sweater. I kind of could take off the sweater too, actually. It's almost t-shirt weather, at least when there's no wind and I'm in the sun. Here's a big whale in front of one of the museums. I always forget which one is which here. The big National Museum is over here. But oops, let's not bump into any school kids. This is more like the Science Museum, I believe, and it has a whale. Oh, thank you, Eric Gillis. Thank you, thank you. Wow, that's very generous of you. Appreciate it. Both becoming a member and super chatting like that. Very nice. So yeah, here's a big whale. The Ueno whale. This is the National Museum of Nature and Science. I think actually my daughter might be old enough to enjoy this place now. Should take her sometime. She's getting really interested in like physics and science. So that's great. I really want to kind of encourage that part of her curiosity system. Also, look how the cones are surrounding this tree. I wonder why. I wonder what danger they are all protecting us from. Peter Charles. Yeah, of course, I also wish that Google and YouTube could pay us more. Absolutely. But I also think the reason why the revenue is less now is because a big part of the world is in a financial downturn. The global economy is not going very well, and that's reflected in the ad sales. And I mean, I think it's fair that Google takes their cut because what they give us in return is, being able to broadcast to this to a global audience for free. That's not free to them. That costs a lot, all this server and network capacity. So I'm generally not like a vocal opponent of the YouTube fee structure, but of course, I mean, would I want them to pay me 5 times as much? Of course, but would that be a sustainable business to them? Not sure. And I do also think it's fair that people who are watching are also contributing financially. We have this kind of weird society now where everybody believes that they have a right to everything for free, and that's not really sustainable either. Ueno Zoo. Some guy playing very annoying music. But let's head down here because we need to pass Ueno station, which is just a few blocks down this way. Everyone's cafe. Good point. Yeah, thank you. Thanks for understanding. There's nothing free in the free world. Exactly back in the clay. We're all paying in one way or another. And I think as a YouTube viewer, we have two options, which are both kind of reasonable. Either we pay nothing and accept that there are ads, or we pay a little bit and we don't have to see those ads. Both those options are available to anyone. And but for some reason, people are still complaining. They don't want to pay and they don't want any ads. But then where's the, then how is it going to be sustainable for Google or us making videos? Thank you, Limited Mo Bro. Thank you. 20,000 IDR. That's Indian rupee, right? I have no idea how much that is, but it sounds like a lot of money. So I'll pretend that it's a lot of money, and that I can have something really nice to eat after this stream today. Here's Ueno station, by the way. The park entrance, or the park gates. And we are about to reach the 90-minute mark of today's walk. So I expect to walk for at least another 30 minutes. Edwin, thank you. Suddenly, we went from only one super chat to quite a good number of super chats in the course of the last 30 minutes. Wonderful, thank you. That should ensure that there will be an episode 4 of this series at least. IDR is Indonesian rupees. Okay, not Indian rupees. My bad. Sorry about that. Justin, you ask what's the largest amount of money one can donate on YouTube. Is there a set limit? I don't know. Why don't you try? Why don't you try? I think the largest I've gotten is $100 in a super chat. I don't know if it's possible to do more than that. Might be. Not sure. Okay, I was very curious, so I did check how much is 20,000 Indian rupees, and it's 191 Japanese yen. Thank you very much. That's but I think I can get down at the park just to get a short rest before I continue towards Akihabara. Maybe $1,000. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's possible to give $1,000 super chat, and I don't know if I will ever be lucky enough to experience that if it's the case. Is a coffee here. Hot drinks. Premium coffee, 400 yen. I doubt that their premium coffee is much better than a regular non-premium convenient coffee, so I'll go for the cheaper option. Can money buy happiness? Not sure, but I know for sure that a lack of money can be a very big source of unhappiness. That I know for sure. Ueno station. Let's see if we can get maybe an iced cafe latte at the Family Mart over here. Yari, you will give me 10K if you were a millionaire. Okay, it's good to know. Thank you. So let's see. Iced cafe latte. I'm so tempted to get a beer, but I haven't had lunch yet.はい、アイスのコーヒー。これモカですね。あ、じゃあそれでいい。はい、はい。追加でお願いします。はい、お願いします。あ、はい、ゴミここ。はい、お疲れ様です。カフェモカだったらどっちのアイスモカブレンドですか。はいはい。 thought I was ordering a cafe mocha, as in coffee and chocolate, but that was not the case. I just ordered a slightly fancier kind of regular coffee. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, and thank you. I got another super chat now. Wonderful. Thank you, Eduardo. Thank you. So let's do a little Famima iced coffee break up here in Ueno. And just if you're curious, we walked almost 7 kilometers so far today. Oh, here's a street performer pretending to be a statue, hoping that he will get some super chats. But I'm also... Oh, look! This is actually... Wait, is this a cherry blossom tree? I always thought it is. Maybe it's a kawasu sakura. And it looks like it's in the late stage of blooming, actually. Or is it early? Not sure. It is... I'm not sure, actually, if this is... Let's see what it says. There's a sign here. Yeah, it is. Okan Zakura. Okan Zakura. So it's one of the early blooming ones. And a big draw for tourists visiting a little bit too early to hit the peak cherry blossom season. Anyway, let's see if we can find a place to just sit down for a little moment. Down here, for example. Let me rest my middle-aged legs for a minute or two before we continue towards Akihabara. Kanpai. And as always, these little coffee breaks or sit-down times are a good opportunity for you to ask me any questions, because it's easier for me to answer your questions when I'm sitting down and I can focus on the chat for a few moments. Are there any sakura trees in or around Tokyo that produce fruit? Not that I know of. Eduardo, another super chat. Or no, thank you very much. Anyway, regardless. Wonderful. Do the Japanese like to wear bags low on their back? I don't know. I don't know. Do I have any pets? No, I don't have any pets. I had a cat a long time ago when I was living in Sweden. And when I was a child, I also had a hamster and a little pet bird. But that was like 30 years ago, or even more than that. What else are you saying? Not that much. What's the best kind of external mic for streaming to a large group of fans? I don't know. my experience with mics is quite limited, but I'm so far very surprised over what this little thing can do. It was very cheap. I think I paid like 5,000 yen for this set of 2 mics and 1 receiver. So very, very affordable, and it's doing the job very well. But if it's the best mic, no, I have no idea. So, what else are you saying? Clayton has one that's great. I see. Yeah, I'm kind of... If I need a better mic, I would probably get the DJI mic too, because I already have one of those with my Osmo Pocket. And it would be good to have a mic that's compatible with both my phone and my other cameras as well. This one that I'm using is only for iPhone, so I can't use that for anything else. How's your family doing? My family's doing great, thank you. Yeah, my daughter is 3.5 now, and she's really fun to hang out with these days. So, yeah, finally. I think I mentioned this on my Patreon-only stream yesterday, but I would say like from when she was 2 until quite recently, it was pretty tough. She was very, very, in the terrible 2s, in a pretty aggressive way for quite a long time. But now she's finally snapping out of that, and she's becoming a pretty decent human being who is a lot of fun to hang out with. So I'm really happy that parenthood is finally becoming a little bit more fun and enjoyable compared to before. If Minnie has that Japanese backpack already, you're talking about the Ranseru, ne? No, she doesn't. She is still in, kindergarten. And I think from next year, which actually starts this April, the school year starts April 1st here in Japan. From next year, I think she's actually supposed to have a bag, but she can have any kind of bag. It doesn't have to be the typical school kind of bag type. Yeah, Justin, I did a Patreon-only stream yesterday. The first one in a very long time. So I'm really appreciating those of you who are still with me on Patreon, and I'm very sorry that you haven't been getting your money's worth. But I hope I will be able to change that in the coming months. So the stream I did yesterday was a first little baby step towards that bigger goal. Does Minnie explore like Pokemon or any other Japanese kids shows? We're kind of like trying to not show her. I don't know. Like I feel that Pokemon is kind of stupid. Like a lot of TV shows for kids are kind of stupid in my opinion. I want her to watch things that she can actually learn something useful from. So right now her favorite show is a Japanese program called Pythagoras Switch, which is a very good show made by NHK. There's a 10-minute episode pretty much every day. And it's kind of like this physics educational program that's very, very funny. They make like puzzles and stuff like that, and these kind of domino things where a ball rolls down a slope and then that triggers something and that triggers something, and then in the end something amazing happens. That was a very bad way of explaining what it's about, but I hope you understand. How's the video game project? I don't know, to be honest. I was too busy last year, especially the second half of last year. I was working too much, and I had to kind of really shift my focus on the things that I had to do, and the game was not one of those. And the same with the Patreon-only streams. That's why there were so few of those for the second half of last year. But now I finally am not so overworked anymore, and I'm starting to
enjoy life again, and I'm starting to be able to, focus on my own projects again. She likes Pythagoras Switch, but she also is really into like Disney princesses right now. So that's not something I'm too happy about, but I mean, of course she can watch. I let her watch what she likes, and it's okay to have when you're a little girl, I think it's perfectly fine to have a little Disney princess session as well. Let me see, I remember correctly, there's actually trash cans here. I just finished my coffee, so let's get rid of the can and continue the walk. Yeah, we don't let Minnie watch tablet at all at home. She has, like my wife's old iPad is basically, we only use it for Minnie these days, but she only gets to use that when we're out traveling and when she's like on a bus or a plane. She never gets to use that at home. We want her to play with physical toys. So she's playing a lot with clay these days and a lot of other things. But no tablet, no phones, no video games. TV, yes, but we try to limit that so that she's not watching for too much. Anyway, let's continue. Rube Goldberg machine. Is that the name of those kind of things, those kind of contraptions? I see. Let's cross here and then cross there and go walk down Ameoko for a little while. We have Okachimachi station just a little bit further down here. Lego Age, yes, she likes Lego, or the big one, the Duplo, the bigger ones. And then she also has one of these like wooden railways that she picks out. That she's been having that for quite a long time now. And it's still like she brings it out every now and then. The day I step on a mini left by Mini, step on a Lego left by Mini, yeah. I'm careful, but actually my wife has done that. She was not too happy about it. Glad that I kept the mic on because now it's very windy again. We've really been hovering around 200 viewers for a long time now. Is that the new ceiling? I wonder why. I wonder if it's like, I mean, a couple of years ago I could get like 500, 600 viewers. I wonder if it's because my walks are too boring or if it's just the competition is much bigger now or anything else. I don't know. I mean, probably the explanation has to do with the fact that the pandemic is over and people can actually visit Japan now. But it was way easier to be a Tokyo-based Japan YouTuber during the pandemic, that's for sure. They say February is a slow YouTube month for some reason. Oh yeah, is that so? It's a pretty slow month for my photography business as well, unfortunately. But hey, it's March now. Not February anymore, at least here in Japan. Oh, do you guys hear what I hear? I think some of you, or maybe not with my mic, external mic, but
护照办理免税，另外购买1万日元以上，只有免税之外的优惠，最高可享受83折优惠。本店配有中文导购。
beautiful, beautiful. Justin, you just got it out of your head. Now it's back there again. Oh, aggressive pigeon. Fresh fish. Welcome to Amiyoko. Welcome to Amiyoko. So we are actually getting close to the 2-hour mark now. Battery's down to 35%. My legs and my stamina is also hovering around 35%, I would say. So I think I'll probably wrap things up when I get to Akihabara station. Standing little whiskey bar. Eric, I'm happy that you like my channel the most. I'm very happy to hear that. What was the most memorable photo shoot that you've been hired for? Oh wow, that's a tough question, but I think that the Kyushu project I did, what's that, 2 years? Is it already 3 years ago? Some of you might remember it, when I was hired to shoot basically every point of interest in all of Kyushu. That was a really nice job. I was going there, I don't remember how many times, but 7-8 times maybe, a week every time. Traveling around Kyushu, eating great food and checking out all the nice spots. Oh, I hear something. I hear something. I hear something. Can you hear? Where is it? There it is. Twice in 5 minutes. How amazing. How amazing. I really don't understand why always that song. Is that the only song those can play? Probably. It's so hilarious that they're so popular. The person or the company making those must be making tons of money. Good for them. So here's Okachimachi station. Another stop on the Yamanote line. So how many stops did we pass today? We started at Komagome, then Tabata, Nippori, Uguisudani, Ueno, Okachimachi, and next Akihabara. So 8 stops in one go. Not bad. Not at all. Yeah, Okachimachi station here. We've been walking for almost 2 hours, close to 8K now. And it's 12:30 and I'm getting really hungry. I usually have lunch around noon. But today I started the walk a little bit later than usual, and then on top of that, it's a pretty long one. In the mood for ramen? Not really, because actually after the stream yesterday I had soba noodles. Well, soba isn't ramen, but it's kind of close enough. I think today I'm actually kind of craving a burger. A big juicy burger. And a generous serving of fries. That would be nice. Or maybe some high quality tonkatsu. That would also be nice. Always tempted to check out this place. whenever I pass here, but it's very popular and always a long line. Tokyo Butchers lunch menu. That looks like a tempting option as well, but I have to continue to Akihabara first. Moss burger, no, not that kind of burger. Like something good. Moss burger is, it's the Japanese McDonald's. Way better than McDonald's for sure, but still kind of low quality. Freshness burger. Yeah, I definitely prefer freshness burger over Moss, but I don't know. I prefer something that's not a chain, where they have high quality meat for their burgers. Guess I'll take this little tour through this under the train tracks shopping street. Always enjoy passing through here. Plenty of restaurants. Jay Cho, sorry, I don't really know how to pronounce your name, but thank you. Yeah, after a slow start, this walk turned out to be worth it financially for me, so that's great. Thank you so much, everybody who chipped in today. Ueno, cute little character. And there we just passed 2 hours. 2 hours of walking, making this episode, I think, the longest in this series this far. Yeah, the previous 2 were slightly less than 2 hours. Today's episode will be slightly longer. Yeah, I always enjoy coming here. It's nice and cool here, especially on hot summer days. It's a nice place because the wind has a very good cooling function here. Thank you, Colin Stanner, sponsoring Slow Swedish Invasion of Japan. Thank you. I'm not sure if I'm invading Japan, but thank you nonetheless. Of course, since we're in Akihabara, I guess I have to walk down Chuodori, the main street down here. A pretty good walk today. Probably another 10 minutes or so, and we will arrive at Akihabara station, where I will wave goodbye to you. Are we actually able to? Yeah, I'll take the lead on this guy and just cross the street here. Fawn Marie, thank you. That's an interesting comment, but thank you. I guess that it's positive. And thank you, Lucy. Enjoy my live stream very much. I'll make longest walk for sure. Thank you. Yeah. So I wonder how much we have left of the Yamanote line from Akihabara to Shibuya. Is that doable in one go? It's pretty far. Might have to do 2 episodes for that. I don't know. Tomorrow I'm actually gonna join something that I'm pretty excited about. There's this camera YouTuber that I've been following for probably like 10 years now. He's been around for quite a while. His name is Matt Granger? I don't know how to pronounce his last name. He's Australian originally, but I think he's living in Hong Kong now. He was living in New York for a while. Anyway, he's in Tokyo right now and he's doing a photo walk tomorrow. And would you listen to this?
Love Life, Fate, Attack on Titan, Hatsune Miku, Saint Seiya, Haikyuu, Dragon Ball.
Anyway, so yeah, he's in Tokyo right now and he's doing a photo walk tomorrow, which I'll be joining. So that'll be fun. I've never met him in person, so I'm looking forward to that. And hopefully there will be some other cool Tokyo residents attending that event. So should be fun, and for once just doing something for my own enjoyment, which I don't do too often these days. So I'm not sure if there will be any streams this weekend. Maybe not. But I do expect, actually on Monday I'm gonna do all the paperwork for my taxes, so I'm not expecting any stream on Monday either. So it could be that this series have to wait until Tuesday next week for its next episode, unless I manage to squeeze it in this weekend somehow. We shall see. Not a collab, but who knows, maybe I'll ask him to join me on a walk. If we get along very well and he's a chill dude, yeah, I might do that. Mario Kart. What are these guys? Irashaimase. They come up with more and more stupid ways to grab people's attention, that's for sure. Those were new to me. Gotcha corner. Yeah, Justin, you should know where we are. This is a pretty iconic and well-known neighborhood and street that should be quite familiar to many of my viewers. But yeah, we are approaching the end of today's walk. So once again, thanks a lot to everyone who watched, to everyone who participated in the chat, and of course, most of all, to everyone who's supported with super chats or my Patreon friends, or those of you who contribute in financially in one way or another. You are the true heroes who keep this channel running. I keep saying that, but it's true. So yeah, we'll see when the next walk will happen. Not sure if I'll be able to stream this weekend. And like I said, Monday is earmarked for taxes. So it might be on Tuesday. Of course, weather can always mess those things up as well. So hopefully the weather gods will be on our side. But yeah, here's Akihabara station. Here's the end of today's walk. So thanks once again, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye bye. Hej då, auf Wiedersehen und mata ne. Tschüss.